Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. A while ago, I've made a video about aggression in bunnies and different ways on how you can fix that aggression depending on the causes. But since then, I've had few people asking me for advice on what to do when the bunny is aggressive towards objects such as food bowls and toys. So in this video, I will tackle this specific issue and go through a technique to help reduce or eliminate this aggressiveness. While some bunnies will never show any aggressive behaviours, some might, especially if they are rescues and they've had a traumatic past. However, we should not be accepting any sort of aggression, and instead we can teach them how to behave differently. To change the behaviour, we can use two methods called counter-conditioning and desensitization. I found this helpful article that defines these words pretty well. It's aimed at dogs, but it does apply to bunnies too. I'll make sure to link the article down below for you if you'd like to check it out. But in essence, counter-conditioning is training your pet to change the current behavior to a more desired one. So in this case, we're aiming to change those aggressive behaviors such as lunging and biting to a behavior that is acceptable, like not reacting or even licking. While desensitization is a technique that involves exposing a pet to objects or actions such as you giving food or touching their toys at a very slow pace without getting an aggressive reaction in return. Now, the first step would be to identify what causes your bunny's aggression, and I have a video about that which I will link above for you. Once you know, you can either follow that video for possible solutions or continue watching this video if you are certain that the aggressiveness relates to either food, toys or objects in general. So let's start off with food bowls. Snowball is not aggressive with her food bowl, but I will be using her to show you guys step by step what you can do to eliminate the aggressiveness that occurs if you're trying to pick up or put down your bun's food bowl. Bearing in mind our desensitization technique, it's important to start slow. So I would recommend to start off with not touching the bowl, but instead the area near it. As you can see, I'm placing my hand about an inch away from the bowl on the floor and watching how Snowball reacts to it. She reacts well, without any aggression, so I rewarded her with pets and positive verbal reinforcement by saying good. If your bun is not aggressive towards their food, you can also reward them with a small treat. The other positive behavior to look for is them licking your hand. If you notice that your bunny gets aggressive when your hand is placed an inch away from the bowl, I would recommend initially placing your hand even further away, about 2 or 3 inches. The negative reactions to look for is lunging at you, nipping or grunting. If they start to show any of these behaviors, quickly move your hand away and simply say no, or make a loud disapproving sound in a clear and loud way such as ah. Repeat this process daily in short sessions, no more than 5 minutes, until you see consistent, positive, non-aggressive reactions. The next step would be to start gradually placing your hand closer and closer on the floor towards the food bowl, but make sure not to go too fast. Decreasing the distance about ½ inch is ideal. Once they're showing positive behavior when you place your hand on the floor very close to the bowl, you'll be able to easily touch the bowl with your whole hand and eventually lift the bowl in the air. When you get to the lifting stage, make sure to go slow, starting with barely lifting the bowl in the air and then placing it down again and then progressively lifting the bowl higher and higher. With patience and time, your bunny will understand that you aren't a threat to them or the bowl, so they won't react in the aggressive manner. I'm going to show you the same process but with a toy instead, so you can get a better idea on how to apply the techniques with any objects that they are aggressive with. Just a word of advice before I wrap up this video is to make sure not to physically punish them, as that will only make the aggression worse and they will feel more threatened by you. It's important to do this at their own pace, and if you need to go back to the previous step, that's okay. I hope this video is helpful for those who struggle with aggressive bunnies and gives you hope that not all is lost. If you enjoyed it, please comment, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video, and if you'd like to connect with us even more, follow us on Instagram at SnowyTheBunny14, and see you all soon. Bye!